stuff. Eight, nine, 10, 6, 7, 8, 8. That was a very bad roundhouse. Ah, shit. That's my knees really, really messed. Idea of so frog. Shit, this knee is really, really causing some form of discomfort. The solution is to open it further, and opening it further puts pressure on my hips. So I think. Okay, so what is a prospect?
A prospect is the customer or the organization who has shown interest in buying the product or they're interested in the services. Why the company or the organization or the customer who we are trying to sell to?
Okay, all right. So Dotun, between a prospect and a lead, which one has shown interest first? Okay, have people done your research?
Yes.
So now, what is the correct thing? I'll try to reduce the amount of corrections I do because in the very end, I want you to make mistakes, hear the correction among yourselves, and correct yourselves. So Dotun, is that correct? Okay, so Bukola, let me try to break it down to you, right? If you are a manufacturer of hair, would you as in maybe of wigs and all that, would you take those wigs to a male barber salon or to a female barber salon? So where would you take it to? And I think customer profile is just somebody who you know will buy your product. It's that simple. Based on say that, okay, fine, if you have to target somebody, who is the person that you think is best or is ideal for you to target? That's why I asked you. That's why I said if you're selling wigs, where would you take it to? Someone that will take it to a male barber salon or to a female barber salon. You said no. You take it to a place where people go and buy wigs, correct?
Yes.
So that's the idea of an ideal customer profile. In our case, an ideal customer profile is a profile that you design. For example, because we are in a B2B space, we are selling to other businesses. So an ideal customer profile is it's the shall I say it's a representation of the kind of business we are to sell to. What kind of industry is this ideal business in? What size is this business? In this business, who can I target? What roles can I target? Does it make sense now? Word for word, because it's a script. All right, that's it basically. It's supposed to be a guide. Why I'm saying this is because I have literally seen salespeople. They will call you. I want to sell a product to you, right? And because they have a sales script and they were told to read it word for word, they will ask you a question, or that you would make a statement, and the next question they give to you is completely irrelevant. I don't know how to put it. So it's completely derailed. So we have three different ideal customer profiles, right? So let's quickly just get one as an example. I need three. And if you probably noticed, what I'm basically doing is just asking you guys question, and the one you guys miss are correct. Is because to some extent you people already know this thing to some extent. You just need that slight push. So what that means is that sales is not complex. It is simple. The people that make it complex are people who have something to sell to you. So take it to be simple. You already have the answers in your head. That is why I am trying to, what's that word? I'm trying to help you guys figure out what the answer is. Circling back is, so let's create an ideal customer profile. But when you start properly though, have to be researched. That is why, okay, the assignment will give an hour, so we'll have proper research for that industry. So go ahead.
A logistics firm.
Okay.
Okay. The size they deal with customers day in day out. Existing new customers. So the existing is always is every day. New customers coming.
Pause. In this context, the size is the size of the team of the company staff. Although we can factor in the kind of customers they deal with, but in most cases, we are dealing with the size of the company staff. If you don't have the confidence that what I'm saying is factual, because when we are talking to a customer, he wants to believe that what you are saying is fact. Do you see why I said that?
Yes.
You get me? So please, I'm meeting by 12. I want to hear, I don't want to be hearing things like, maybe. Please research the problems people face in this industry. I don't know how you want to find it. I want you guys to explore imagination, think in your head, or look for complaints people have in that industry.
The reason I'm taking this approach to sales is because instead of me teaching it, I feel the best way of teaching is to guide, right? It's not to tell them what to do. It's for them to figure it out. Because if we keep telling them what to do and they enter a dynamic situation, they can't think their way out of that situation because we have put them in a box. So my main approach is we learn something, we begin to practice it as soon as possible. So we're going to do a research on ideal customer profile. By tomorrow, we're going into proper lead generation. And I think by tomorrow, every day we have to have this meeting, right? Where we brainstorm. So I say ways to get to our goals. I have ideas in my head already. That's because I've exercised my imagination. But day 2 is what we're going to be doing for maybe give or take 30 minutes a day. We just brainstorm easy ways, because like one thing I've learned in mixed martial arts is, and for some reasons I feel it's helping me, is you don't have to exert so much effort to do a particular move. If you understand the techniques to that move, right, or how you can be effective to use minimal effort to achieve maximum results, that is exactly what we want to do into these sales.
Okay, so guys, so where are we? Give me the ideal customer profile you designed. Let's move on next. So guys, there's a feature called IVR, right? Are you with me?
Yes, we are with you.
And that has to be a very big feature, right? It's a very big feature, but I was surprised that it was not there. Our bad. So if you call your bank and you hear something like press 1 to make complaints, press 2 to make inquiries, press 3 for this. Are we all familiar with such a situation?
Yes.
That whole thing is called an IVR. Interactive voice respondent or something. It's the whole idea of when you call, we don't know why you are calling, but we can guide you so that if you know why you are calling, it's be easier for us to direct you to the right team that can handle that. You understand? So if you call a hotel, press 1 to make inquiries, or press 1 for bookings, press 1 for the restaurant, press 2 to make complaints, press 3. Do you understand that?
Yes.
That is a feature that was fully launched much more recently. I think before we printed the brochure, so maybe but by the time we designed the brochure, it was not there. By the time we printed it, it was already there. So right now, the reason I can't give you a phone number to test with is because I did a test last week and I took off the IVR. I'll put the IVR later and you guys can interact with it. You get?
Yes.
So with our IVRs, you can also leave voice notes on the business. You can leave voice notes for them and everything. So that being said, IVR system, you can also look into it. I expect that people should look into IVR systems. Look into the benefits, different levels of awareness, of customer awareness in sales and marketing. So let's do this, right? Bukola, please unmute your mic. Let me try to explain to you guys what level of customer awareness is. Have you ever been to a doctor to treat one thing, but instead you end up treating something else?
That happens to me when I want to buy something, especially. Maybe I want to buy this, like a particular thing, and I get to the store, I end up buying something else. It happens.
Yes, and sometimes doctors will tell you to do a test, and that test will highlight something else is wrong somewhere. Correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So when such things take place, what mostly happens is to bless you, is you are not aware that you had the problem.
Yeah.
Now, the doctor has done the diagnosis and he has not seen that, but this thing is something is wrong somewhere. Let's tackle it. Now, down to the problem being tackled, that entire process is a level of awareness. The person goes from unaware of the problem to becoming aware of the problem to becoming aware of how to solve the problem. Then, guess who has the solution? In such a case, guess who has the solution? So the problem that was identified.
The doctor.
That's the point. He showed you the problem and he himself is the solution. That is how some doctors who are very good, they would almost make it in life. I mean, if it's beyond average, if you show your problem and he'll be the one to get paid for the solution, worst case, he'll refer somebody and get the commission for referring you. We're going to gather leads on NCC, for different forums. There's no limit to gathering leads, except for the one you create for yourself. You are missing your ideal customer profile. I don't see that. Because if you miss your ideal customer profile, you are fighting a useless battle in the sales process. But it's very difficult to catch them, to know how to catch them. Do you understand? Let's make sure that by tomorrow we know what customer awareness is, the levels, and to some extent we are familiar with Jordan Belfort's approach towards sales. If you need help with you can Google Jordan Belfort's straight line selling on YouTube. I think it is straight line sales process. It's called the straight line sales process. Just in case you need help with that. Is that okay? Doctor, are we good?
Yes, we're good.
All right, no problem.
Yes.